Alright, what is up YouTube? Here I am in the newest story mode, Ant Cave 6. This is actually very difficult. Even if you play everything correctly, it will end up being pretty difficult, but you can still auto-skip it. And there also is a thing with 2x speed. You can 2x speed, but not at the beginning, because there's a specific thing where the wave skips in between rounds are 4 seconds, regardless of however fast you're playing the game. So yeah, basically the units get an extra 2 seconds of movement time, which, matter of fact, is actually enough to kill you, and that's how hard this story mode is. So basically for the first wave or two, you are going to have to keep with 1x speed on, but after that, you are able to turn 2x speed on and do it still pretty easily. So here's the let up for you guys. I'd recommend Blue Eye Orb for GON. It's very helpful, and Merlin as well to get that range. He's almost map wide with Merlin and Blue Eye, so it's very helpful. Blackbeard is a must. Speedwagon, Irwin, and Ryu are also musts. You could maybe try switching out GON for Tengen, but I find GON to be much easier just because of the full AoE instead of being cone like Tengen is. Because this is a story mode that has a lot of different paths, 3 paths, and basically if you had Tengen, he would struggle. And also GON is a little less expensive than Tengen, so you can get 3, whereas with Tengen you can only get 2. You can also maybe even get 4 GONs if you're good enough at farming, and I think you actually need to get 4 if you want to beat Ant Cave 6, just of how much HP Merlin has. So, basically the Ryu placement is right about here. Try and get it as close to this corner as you can. And wait for the money to roll in. There we are. You want to push them down as soon as you can. You can't miss out on any DPS. You have to be really close with this. And now that we got that, we can flip 2x speed on, and for the rest of the game, we can just keep it on. So from here, what you want to do is keep upgrading Speedwagon as much as you can. I'd also recommend having 175 for all DPS units. Speedwagon and Irwin, Merlin, and Blackbeard don't really matter. Just gotta keep farming and getting money up. You can actually greed for a very long time because, like it or not, 5.9k damage on Ryu with 3 SPA is really good. Obviously my Ryu isn't quite 175, but he's still doing a lot of damage. My gun is I think my gun is 175. And yeah, Ryu should be taking care of these guys. Some issues you might run into are rage units right here. What Ryu can do sometimes is when he has nothing else to hit, like he has no D cells to target, I'll see if I can show it right here, he'll aim for these rage units, which make them speed up. So what you might run into is like, that guy is going to be a problem later, because he's going to be going really fast, and he's going to be at the end of our base. So that's something you might have to look out for, and just, you got to overall be really careful. And if you're ever lacking behind in DPS, you cannot greed, you have to be able to put down another Ryu or upgrade him at a moment's notice. But for now, I think we are doing pretty safe. Ryu seems to be 3-shotting, which is pretty fine. 9 seconds to kill isn't really that bad. See, we're lucky that that unit only had like barely any HP left, so let's upgrade a bit. I think now there's nowhere we're gonna get this upgrade this wave, so let's go ahead and upgrade Ryu. Let's put another Ryu down as well and upgrade him. Yeah, again, these rage units, you just really gotta hope that they won't end up messing with you. I don't think they should, it's not too common, but I did run into it once when I was beating this story mode. And oh yeah, also, I forgot to showcase it. This is the mount you get from beating the story mode. It's a lightning cloak, yeah, it's Kill Was Godspeed. It's a pretty cool mount. It's not nothing too flashy like a big road roller or anything like that, but I think it's pretty nice. And yeah, just kind of keep upgrading. So here we are on wave 19. This is where things get a little crazy. You want to go ahead and... oh wait, we can afford this upgrade. Okay, that's really good. We want to go ahead and see if we can get some more Ryus up. And the wave after this, I think we'll start putting a few Blackbeards down as well. On wave 10. And then wave 11 we'll get the 45k upgrade. Yeah, you basically have to have the 45k upgrade on wave 11, or else you're not on pace to get 4 guns, which means you'll lose to Merlin. So yeah, you have to be really tight with farming here. Put a Blackbeard there. This is my Blackbeard placement personally. You probably could optimize them a little bit, but I just find this to be really effective. I also have Pry Orb on Blackbeard for that little bit of extra range. And there we go. And the third Blackbeard right here. And we just really need to get this 45k upgrade or we're going to be in pretty big trouble. But I think we can do it in time. If we have to, we can sell an Ryu. I wouldn't be too upset with that. Yep. Alright. So now that we got that, we can start doing this. We need 2 more Ryus, preferably. Don't necessarily need them, but they do help out a lot. Get the 2 upgrades. It's starting to lag a lot because all these units. Let's get Irwin up. And what I like to do is, since this cliff is like kind of glitched, I like to put a Merlin here just to know if my Irwins are down or not. And here is where the GON placements are going to end up being. In this cave, like right where you're actually about to die. Right next to your base. What I like to do is put GON on this side. And I like to do that so I can put Merlin over here, and his big hair won't get in the way of me trying to be able to click on Merlin. That's what I've learned to do. Alright, so let's buff our GON and start putting more down. So again, we're going to keep right side. That's what I recommend doing, is stick to one side. So like if you're buffing the left side of your Merlin, buff the left side of your Irwin as well, just to make it more consistent and a lot easier to buff. So now we have a lot of money, so we're going to put a bunch of GONs down now. Should be able to get 4. Yeah, we'll be able to get 4, which is really, really good. I'm pretty sure that 3 really isn't enough. Okay, we didn't exactly get 4, but after we kill some units, we'll be able to get to there. So let's get this buff up. Oop, then Irwin. And there we are. So we just, basically from here, I also would 100% recommend spending your spare money on Uryus and not trying to get another GON up, because it's just not going to happen. And it's better to spend money on Uryus because he actually helps out a lot more than you'd think. And also it helps so you won't be able to die to air units. So they're the bosses. As you can see, almost 320 million HP. It is completely brutal in this story mode. But GON is actually OP enough to do it, believe it or not. I mean, my only thought is, if the orb actually did work on GON, the story mode would be completely easy. But unfortunately, they did make the orb not work on him. But they did buff him from when he was released, so he is a little bit better now, and he is able to beat this story mode. Again, Tengen you could also use, but I just find GON to be easier. So here we are. I'd recommend selling Blackbeard to be able to get this Uryu up. We want to try and max as many Uryus as we can here. Oh, this buff is out. And also, you have to keep on top of this buff as much as you can. And yeah, that's basically it. Just keep on top of the buff, sell these Blackbeards and upgrade your Uryus as much as you can. And yeah, as long as you keep on top of the buff, it might be a little close, but you should win. So yeah, I'm not gonna like waste your time by sitting here for like 15 minutes waiting for Merriwims to die. And I'll show. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't range buff, but yeah, I'll just skip ahead to when all the Merriwims are dead or about to die. All right. One more thing I forgot to mention is what you can do is you can put since you have a little bit of extra cash, like just barely any, and what Merlin does is you can actually stun units. So what you can do is, after this buff comes back up, you can put a Merlin down to stun the Merwim, or the Merwim, my bad. So like, see him right here? We can put a Merlin down right here, and as you can see, he'll stun him. So this is also helpful, just to make sure you don't die. Any second is like very helpful with defeating Merwim because of that 300 million HP. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the win. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, it's getting really close. Oh no, that's not good. I missed up the Irwin buff. We can fix it though. Oh, I don't have enough money. Okay, I think we might have lost because of that blunder there. Because as you can see, this guy is not messing around. He is very, very, very far in. So we're going to put another Merlin down. This is about all we can do. Get this buff up. It's not looking too good. Buff's out. Come on, 8 million, wait. We need 2 hits, we need 3 hits, 2 hits. Something like that. 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. Come on, 2 hits, 2 hits. Yes, he's stunned. Hit him. That was ridiculously close. Okay, this guy has 34 mil, and the other one's dead. Okay. That was way too close. that just goes to show how difficult this can be if you're... Because I was kind of selling the Irwin buff there, as you could see. If you don't get the Merwin buff on time, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. This is by far the hardest story mode we've had in a long time. Yeah, this is difficult. This guy, he'll be taken care of. Oh, gotta make sure we're buffing. But yeah, this is how you beat the story mode. Again, it's going to be actually inconsistent. This isn't a 100% strategy, just because of how difficult it can be. But yeah, they might get that close. They might kill you, but hey, it does work. It beats the story mode.